Rick. This is the time of the video that we talk about 4 games. Let's start off with Thursday night. We've got Leander, Bowie. Leander's 0-3, Bowie's rolling along 2-1. Who's going to get the victory here?
Well, I would go with Bowie. Robbie Dickey has turned out to be a really fine quarterback. Very balanced offense that Bowie runs. And Leander, they haven't won a game yet, and this is going to be a very tough game for them to win. I pick Bowie.
I'm actually going to go with Leander. I think Leander gets the first victory this week. I normally pick Bowie for most things, but Leander, after the shellacking that they had in the first week of the season to DeSoto, which I'm sure no one is proud of, they've actually played pretty well the last couple of weeks against 2 very good teams in Judson. And then last week in Cedar Park, they played Cedar Park very close. And so I just think that they're going to put it together, finally get that first win, and we'll see what happens when they go into district play in a district that's going to be very, very fun to watch this year. Next game, Lampasas 3-0, Rouse 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie. How's this one going to go?
I'm picking Rouse. Rouse had 350 yards total offense last week, 30 points. They lost a game to Hendrickson, but a team that's already won 2 games, which is 2 more than last year. So I'm going to go with Rouse.
Go with Lampasas. I guess if Rouse does beat them, they do have a blueprint because last time Rouse played a slot T team from District 25 3A, they shut them out, and that was Liberty Hill. Lampasas has been playing pretty well recently, as we mentioned. They're 3-0. A couple close games last week. They won by field goal. The season opener they won in overtime, but I just think Lampasas runs over Rouse, which had a little bit of trouble stopping the run last week against Hendrickson. So that's my pick for that one. DeSoto, Stony Point. DeSoto's blowing everybody out. Stony Point didn't play last week because of the cancellation from that Mexican team. Is that going to hurt him?
Claude Mathis is an outstanding coach, as you know, from his days at LBJ, and he's got those guys rolling. 106 points in just 2 games. I like Stony. They've done an incredible job the last few years. I just think DeSoto has too many offensive weapons. I'm picking DeSoto.
Yeah, DeSoto's been beating up on everyone pretty bad. And those are the teams they don't have a grudge against. And those DeSoto kids have been thinking about Stony Point for a long time for what Stony Point did to them twice. I think that rust is not going to help Stony Point. They had a lot of stuff that they needed to work on last week. So I think DeSoto wins this one. But like we said again with Leander, it's going to be interesting to see how Stony Point recovers this and kind of bounces into district play, because that's going to be a very competitive district. Last game, Elgin, Giddings. Both teams are undefeated. One team's 4A, one team's 3A. Who's going to win this one?
It's another game I want to throw up a coin, but I'm going to go with Giddings. Giddings is playing at home where they're always tough. Joseph Glenn has had 3 amazing games at running back. He's going to be a D1 prospect. He already is a D1 prospect, averaging about 180 yards a game. He's got 11 touchdowns in 3 games, leads the area as far as running backs. I'm going with the Buffaloes.
I'm going to go with the Buffaloes too. I did not like the way Giddings played last week against Taylor. I like the way Giddings has played all 3 weeks this season. So I'll go with the Buffaloes, and we'll be talking about them being 4-0 next week.
That's where they roam, baby.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Check out our paper on Saturday to see how we did.